Oh, you can't go in here. Okay. And it gives you like nothing. Or something. Okay, so that's how you get this. And a heal. Could have used that. Okay. I'll see you back in later in the level, I think. That was good though. Okay, here we are again. So yes, welcome back to, let's say, Mojo Jojo Go Go. Oh hey, we can actually see Bubbles, well, bubble attack now, I guess it is. That's nice. So, I think I'm in better shape here than I was last time I was in this part, but not great shape still. Part of what makes this part so tough is it's hard not to take a ton of damage, but if you switch characters, it's also really, really tough. It's because it's really hard to dodge these darn guys and picks. It just throws too many of them at you. Stop that! The picks are too big and the space between them is so small. Nobody has much health left at the moment. Of course, it doesn't help if the character you're playing as doesn't have any power-ups and they can't actually take on enemies because of it. It seems like the winning strategy so far is to just try to stay under these guys with picks until I can beat them. If I don't have anything to home in on them, it's hard to really make that work. Also, these rocks don't seem worthwhile. Don't seem worth having at all. Yeah. Why does this go on for so long? It's just really long. Blossom isn't faring any better. I just go to the left of those ones. Can I go to, or go to the right? Can I go to the right of everyone here? Oh, secret area. Ooh. So, nose itch. Why do you have to itch? Okay. You're MVP right now, I guess. Buttercup. Healing, please? That's not a lot. It would be better if I had someone die first, actually. I think I have time to just kind of sit here and choose who proceeds. Oh, everyone actually has different effects when they use the punch attack, which is still not very useful here because I am not facing my enemies. Which makes me wonder if it would be better to use Bubbles right now and save that weird punch attack for later. So I still have a little respite at least. Could we not right now? Ah! Okay, well, cool, I have this attack, but I can't use it. Could have used that a little sooner. Oh. Yeah, I've seen this before. I forgot about that entirely. What are you doing? That was awkwardly long. Oh. It just ends there. Wait, what's the white star do then? Can you use it on him right then? It's like funny what happened? I'm curious. Why'd it give me the strong laser and everything? That was weird. That was really weird. I think I've done this one before. Maybe I have gone through all the levels before. I have no idea. If I don't remember that level I just did, I don't know how I would have gone through it. Anyways, I might even just finish the game this episode, which might make it a long episode, but whatever. Not that I like spending more time on things I plan to, but we're about done with the game anyways, if we can complete this level at least. Oh. Well, okay. Oh, what's the point of that? Anyways. So what the point was of that laser at the end? I don't feel like I was missing something at the end of the last level. But oh well. This is just mean, these guys with the javelins. Because they have too much... Not really javelin, spears. Because they just have too much range. Let's go music though. Nice bullet speed there. I do remember this part. Have I actually played this game before? I know I had seen its final boss, but I didn't think I'd ever actually unlocked it myself. But apparently this game doesn't have any codes or anything. So I remember being able to pick up those little asteroid types of rocks. Little meteor, or something like that, types of rocks. It's cool music though. Ah, good job being hit by that bullet. I was trying to go under it. Getting all sorts of power-ups for... Ah! Punching things that I don't need. It'd be nice to get the really powerful laser again at some point. I like to even get a progression of power-ups in this game though, as time goes on. I need those gems. I don't remember how many gems I need either, unfortunately. I don't think it was as many as previous levels. Jeez, this game is really inconsistent about how generous it is giving you extra lives and whatnot. Because now it's giving me health and extra lives I don't in any capacity need. It's weird, that seemed like the only level without a, yeah, I remember these enemies too. What the heck? Now it's giving me so much health everywhere. But one thing actually convinced me to use the... That's what I was trying to do. Use the punch in this game. You have a more powerful range punch. I think that only affects your close range attack, the close range part of your punch. Alright. Ow. Okay, those apparently have the same effect as getting hit by a vehicle. Not a lot of laser power-ups here though, unfortunately. Oh, I need that, thank you. Your movement's kind of weird in this level, it's a little hard to... Ah. Huh. Give me invincibility. Yeah, see, why are they giving me so much health all of a sudden? Last level was brutal. They're giving me all this. Thank you! It'd be even better if I had the range one. See, I'm full on health. I'm getting more Knuckle X than before. It'd be cool if I got the, oh, triple shot as well. Go away. Ah, the additional shots aren't as powerful. Oh, being a little bit too broken. Let's go away. Ah, stop hitting the button by accident. Whoa, what sound was that? Stop it! Everyone is falling out of the sky. I really need those points, I don't know why I'm picking them up. Alright. Just gems. Ah! Darn it! I really need to give that to Blossom. It takes long to switch characters sometimes though, you don't have time to react in every situation. It merits using a different character. These guys have a lot of health too, compared to what you might expect. If I had time to switch to Blossom, I'd like to do that, but I guess I'd switch to Buttercup as preparation in case I see more health later. And what did I just say? I'd switch to Bubbles so I can have... so it takes less time to switch to Blossom later if I have a chance. from when I need to. Assuming I see more chemical X in the first place. I can do that just as well, I guess. A little bit of health for everyone. So not as much as I feel like I would get if someone had died first. Go away. Ah! That is so much damage. This guy's just such a pain. No, I can't use this ability anyways, I don't think. Which I wasn't using it anyways, because I keep thinking, well, we're at the boss at the end whenever I get to it. I think there is one, which I don't know if there is. It's one of those games where you can play it. You might play it fairly differently once you actually know it's in every level. Stop that! They stun lock you, too! How are you supposed to deal with that? Stop! This is just getting stupid game! And they give you a ton of chemical X as an apology. Which isn't very helpful now, unfortunately. I don't remember how many gems I need. I feel like it's less than I have right now, though. I think I have enough. Thank you! So I don't have everyone, unfortunately, so I can't use the... There you go. See that upgrade laser? It really breaks this part of the fight, apparently. It destroys these things instantly. Ah. Just move upwards as they shoot, and they'll go beneath you. Ow! In theory. Okay. So I remember this part too. It's weird. No reason to use one character or the other, but Bubbles hasn't been getting much screen time anyways. Or playtime at least. I guess she's on screen doing whatever cheerleader things or whatever the whole time. Should probably try to focus on one of these at a time. And not get hit though, preferably. So I can actually, there we go. So you can destroy them and have fewer things to deal with at a time. Generally, in most games in general, when you have multiple enemies to deal with simultaneously, it's generally better to deal with them one at a time, I find. Not just in the sense of like not getting overwhelmed, but the more quickly you can get rid of one of them, the less opportunities, the fewer opportunities each one has to hurt you too. Because I could have all of them, say, one hit away from death right now, but then they'd all be attacking me simultaneously. Whereas this one pretty much has full health, but it's super easy to dodge, because it's only the one attacking me. Except the HUD is covering their attacks! I remember this part being kind of annoying. How do I remember these things? Yeah, the arm being a pain. Bubbles showing us what she's actually capable of. She's been holding back this whole game. Yeah, to the hand too. The other hand just doesn't really care. Probably this robot's left-handed though. Fuck, Mojo's left-handed. I know, sometimes I notice that facial characters don't always actually have a canonical handedness. Sometimes they do though. Curious if there'd be any special anything I can do to you if I... Oh yeah, I forgot enemies appear here. Spawns enemies. To attack mouth when it opens, but also enemies, of course. It's hard not to get hit by this thing. Stop that. I'm going crazy the whole time too. They have to recover gems. Interesting. Ah, this is the one thing that's not really sustainable. I'm actually taking damage as I do this. It's not that good with dealing with some of the enemies in this game. Aha! Ah! I figured out its attack pattern. I don't remember if there's a special animation you can do there if you manage to get there without attacking, without anyone dying or not. Of course, I probably never have seen it even if you can, but at the same time, I've apparently seen more things in this game than I realized. I didn't think I'd ever beat this game. Yeah, I only need 120 gems. No problem. Okay, might as well finish the game. 0 needed. So, thing is, you can't... I actually kind of wish now I was able to show you. I think you get another ending if you get through level 6 without getting the whole map. So if you don't have the required number of jewels in every single level. I believe you get a different ending, and then it says you need to get all the jewels in all the levels, or enough jewels in every level. But the thing is, I actually, with the exception of the first level, I completed every level with enough gems, actually, amusingly. But yeah, so that map, that blueprint tells you the secret entrance, and now I can actually fight the thing. Now I can finish. So maybe I haven't actually done the final boss before. So I thought the fight we just did was the final boss. Maybe I never went into the secret entrance. I might have never got enough gems. But yeah, the episode's gonna go long, but whatever. We're at the end of the game. How are you gonna fit in there? Awesome. Thought we were going to refrain from making any dumb jokes about that. Yeah, I've never seen this, I'm certain. I'm actually certain this time, even though I've said that multiple times in this playthrough already. And have been wrong. I have not recognized any of this. Still don't like melee weapons. Can you do something more productive than that, Buttercup, please? So I don't even need any gems, I just need to survive. That's something important to keep in mind. So I'm not even gonna worry about picking up gems for enemies, I don't think. I'm just pretty much just gonna ignore them. I need to do more damage. Ah, beautiful. I don't even know what I just picked up, but all the better. Whatever, I don't need to attack those things. I don't know why I'm going down there. They can't even hurt me if I don't go down to them. At this point I'm just using those things for fun. Just don't think melee weapons are actually very useful. Things you can throw though, on the other hand, are great. Alright. Now then, curious how long this level is actually going to be. It could basically just be a lead up into the final boss, or it could be like a big marathon level or something. You never know how games are going to approach this, whoops, sort of thing. I'm going to try, of course, I'm not do it, but I'm going to try to hold on to this. What's attacking? It's weird. I'm gonna try to hold on to this to the end and see if I can actually use a special attack on the final boss. Apologies for not showing... What's shooting? Apologies for not showing the animations on the special attacks on the different bosses though. I completely forgot those were a thing. Because I have seen... I know I don't think I've managed to use them on every boss. I think this one actually has to charge a little bit too. No? It's weird. It doesn't... Like, I'm holding the button, but it doesn't always... Sometimes it cuts off. I don't know what that is. Like, just then it cut off. Early. That time too. It kills things instantly, which is amazing. Yeah, but why'd they go upwards? Back in the day, though, when I played this game on my actual Game Boy, path of least resistance is not always what you think it would be. I had managed to use it on some bosses, but not all of them. For some bosses, I'd always wanted to use the special attack on to see the animation, but I never managed to pull it off. The easiest one, of course, to use on is the first boss. I don't remember what you actually do to them. Ah. God dang. Kind of faking me out there. I thought that I'd be able to just pick that thing up at my leisure, and then you just throw me straight downwards. Stop doing vertical segments, please, by the way. This one isn't so bad so far. But that cliff segment was horrible. It's kind of silly and amusing to me that the characters have idle animations, but at the same time it's kind of annoying because it just emphasizes how little they're helping you. Escape pods? Is Jojo going to escape pod already? Has he already given up on the whole plan thing because we got inside? Also, how does picking up gems give us the blueprints anyways? Oh well. Whatever. It's hard to even guess how far I might be in the level based on how many gems I have. One, because I'm not picking up gems deliberately. But two, also because even the levels of Matilla have varied greatly in how many gems there are to pick up. The Skyline level had tons of stuff to pick up compared to the others. I guess I'm faring pretty well though. Like, there's an occasional bit where somebody stomachs me and does a lot of damage, but otherwise I don't take much damage. Mostly because, I guess, because I'm not actually attacking enemies. I think it's actually pretty easy to get through this game and survive the levels if you just don't really worry about enemies for the most part. And I think that's part of why the game requires you to get a bunch of gems to make up for that fault that it has, that you don't really have to, that the best off being offensive in this game isn't necessarily the best. Oh, could I go down there? I don't know. The attacking isn't necessarily the best way of protecting yourself in this game. The best thing to do is, if you want to survive, is often just to cower away. But the game requires you to attack a lot of enemies and defeat a lot of enemies to actually finish it. I like this. The game's giving me just the right amount of health right now, or maybe it's giving me slightly too much because I'm able to survive. The thing is, now that one problem in the game is coming apparent, though, I'm not going to worry about that, because now I don't have to fight enemies. I'm mostly just kind of attacking enemies for fun right now, but enemies I don't really want to deal with, like the ones that are on the ground right now, I just ignore them. So I'm not really losing almost any health here. So even though the game's not being especially, like, not being overly generous with giving me health. Ah! Stop doing that, game! Oh man, you can see their seats falling for a really long time. Even though the game's not being overly generous, I don't think, with giving me health, I'm not really losing any health. Oh. Okay. I have a suspicion that this level is looping right now. Maybe not. Ah. That's almost pretty mean about make it easy to miss stuff. Jeez. How big is the inside of this nose? And why does it have robots on board? Ah, there we go. This is getting a little repetitive though, game. Like, seriously. Like, we're not even seeing, like, different environments in the slightest. I guess we're going for the marathon level approach that I was talking about earlier. But I was wondering briefly if this was actually looping, and I had to go through that little hole I saw on the floor earlier, and if I would see it again, then I'd have to go through that to actually progress, but it doesn't feel like it. Just to be safe, I'll actually hug the floor a little bit here. Whenever I feel like I might be. Getting close to the next part. Upgraded laser, please. This level's actually pretty devoid of power-ups too, compared to some of the other parts of the game you've been seeing. In there. Lots of points. And heal. Let's actually switch to Buttercup for the moment. I could actually just sit in here too. Just get these guys out of my way. The one thing that can get me to use the punch attack. Because at that point, it's not really a punch attack, it's just this weird ranged thing. Or actually, never got to see Bubbles punch attack, I guess. Probably should have done that. We do have White Star. I don't know if we already had one or not. Or if we just now got one. Alright. We've had a change of decor, I think. Change of scenery is nice, but more than anything, I'd like to actually be at the end of this level. This is going a lot longer than I thought it would. I figured it would just be kind of final boss and then we're done. Maybe with a small lead-in. This is going on a lot longer than I thought it would. Now that I actually don't really need to fight as many enemies as possible, it doesn't even make much of a difference when I pick up stuff to throw, because I can deal with... Oh, I managed to not get hurt there. It's surprising. Because even enemies that are perfectly arranged for it, I can still deal with them pretty easily. What made them a challenge was I wanted to defeat all those enemies and pick up their gems before, but now it doesn't really make much of a difference. You just need to get through them and survive. Is making me think it's probably a bad idea to make this last segment, this level, so long. Because you've removed part of what made the game so fun. If you're going for a high score, that's another matter. But if you're just going for... Why are this bullets going wherever? Oh, am I killing them before they even appear? I think that's it. But if you're just getting through the game, then the incentive to pick up gems or anything has been removed. I got extra life and I'm full on health on everyone. Finally, these escape pod signs have been sending us on a wild goose chase, it felt like. If we're really tired, we're gonna slow down for a bit. Hey, stop it. Ow. What are you? It's actually Mojo himself. Like whack-a-mole. It's like, see here, there would be no point in trying to punch him. It would be funny, but... It's not the most fun boss. Some bosses in this game are kind of fun, some of them are just, like, filled with trying to navigate around invincibility frames that are really generous to the boss. How are you even moving so quickly between these, Mojo? Oh wait. There we go. Haha! See, there are 3 of us and 3 holes. Why don't we just do that? Haha! The obvious solution, use your head, guys. It's kind of funny it took us that long for that to occur to us. Oh, for littering? Wait, do we have legal authority to do that? It's actually a pretty amusing end to a final boss. Just realizing, oh, there's a really obvious solution here we just didn't think about, because our solution to everything else is just to shoot it. Yeah, we're just gonna make you pay a nice fine. No worries about the whole, like, trying to kill everyone thing. So I had not ever actually seen that final level. Thank you, audio clip. Do I get to hear Biz sing the Powerpuff Girls theme now? I'm actually somewhat serious when I say that, and I kinda doubt they do. Okay. Okay, but yeah, I assure you I have not seen the ending, so I actually did get to do something I hadn't done in this game before. I didn't think I'd be in this game before, and no I haven't, but I'd gone through more of the game than I thought. Next level! Next level is a tighter screen. So it's challenging of them yet. Okay. Well, that's this game, I guess. Just one little sitting. I'm an hour and a half I spent playing this. It's a fun little thing. It's actually better than I thought it would have been. I just remembered it being hard, and it still is, but it's actually like a nice, fun, hard game, which is not usually the case with licensed game. It's refreshing to have the occasional I don't know if I call it a gem, but something worth playing on this channel. That's part of why I give so many licensed games that nobody else thinks would ever be good a chance, because every now and then you find something that's kind of fun. Anyways, I have no idea what I'm going to play next, but whatever it is, see you next time, I guess. I'm going to start 2 new Let's Plays next week, oh jeez. Oh well, bye everyone.